All right, guys, welcome back to Channel Chris. Today we're about to go pick up this Crown Vic. Actually, it's a Lincoln Town Car. It's the same dimensions as the Crown Vic, so we found a good deal on one of those on Facebook Marketplace, and we are about to head to Scottsboro, Alabama to pick that thing up. Got our U-Haul trailer right there loaded up, the old red truck. So we're about to hit the road. We're gonna go grab that thing, and we'll see you guys when we get back. Alrighty, guys, we got her all loaded up. We're down here in Alabama. Man, she runs great. She is a little wrecked over here. You can see they ran her in a ditch, but it didn't mess up anything that we're gonna need. Everything's good in there. She still runs good. It's got bags on the back. They are deflated right now, so we had a hell of a time trying to get that thing on the trailer. You can see right there, but we were going back and forth, trying to get it on. But man, she is on there. We finally got it. We got it up halfway. The front wheels were right here, and then we put some blocks under the ramps to lift it up, so she was kind of more like this, and just dang gunned her on there, man, and got her on. But she is loaded up. We are heading back to the shop to get her off. Let's go. All right, fellas, we are back here the next morning. We got her back here safe. We're gonna take these ramps down and back this thing off the truck, get it parked in over here for now, get it out of the way, and we gotta take this trailer back. So let's get everything set up and see if we can get it off without scraping too much. Maybe I can just gas it and go and just run it straight off there. All right, so let's try to get that thing down. Okay, we got her off the trailer. She scraped just a little bit, not too bad. Man, she is a low rider in the back. This one has the airbag suspension, and it is disabled, or something's wrong with it. I think maybe from the crash, it might have broken airline, or who knows what, but we'll get it figured out. Looks like really just on that side of, I mean, this side's down a little bit, but that other side's really squatted over there. So we'll check it out and see what's up. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I've been running around unloading this thing. Well, this door doesn't open all the way because of that fender. That's all right. You can see it was crashed right here. So they said a little old lady had it. It's a really clean car. She ran off into a ditch. Did this right here. It looped her around a little bit and caught up something there and ripped that off. But nothing that we need is damaged. All this plastic stuff, that's just the headlight right there. Even this bar under here didn't get bent. So everything's good. Everything we need is good. She sounds pretty good. Seems like, I'm hoping it's going to run and shift good. It goes into reverse and drive really good, just getting it on and off the trailer. But she's a clean car. Kind of hate to tear into it. But inside, very nice. Nice dash. We're going to try to use this dash. I think we're going to keep this whole dash and try to put it in the Ford truck, because this is just a cool area right here. I really like what's going on, and usually, you know, there's no cup holders. Well, that's not a cup holder either. I thought that was a cup holder. Whatever. Is there one here? No. Okay. But yeah, man, this is really cool. We're going to try to stick with this carpet, these seats, and I'm going to see if there's some way I can integrate these door panels onto the Ford truck. Might not be able to, but we're going to give it a try. I think it'd be kind of cool if we could leave so that way our seats still moved, door locks, the alarm for the key fob to unlock the doors and all that. Again, might not work, but just a thought. Just a thought for it. She's really clean on the inside. Leather, all the seats, everything look really good. I'd love to keep this setup like this inside the truck when I'm done. Usually I try to keep it old looking inside there, but I just think this is going to be really cool. Climb up in there. It's going to be like you're riding in a Lincoln Town car. Okay. It is the Signature Limited. She's pretty good. Next step is going to be probably getting it up into the shop, and we're just going to strip it down. You know, there's a few bolts you can do and take the whole clip off the front, kind of like we do the old Fords there. So clip it down, and I watched a video of a guy cutting it here and all the way down at the bottom of the pillar and kind of around there and across the trunk, and took this whole thing off in one piece. Looks like it made it really easy. So that's the process we're going to use. So all right, guys, let's get it up in the shop, start chopping it apart. Okay, we got her up in the garage. So I guess the first process here is we're probably just gonna take the hood off, and then probably take the doors off, start getting this front clip off here, and I'll probably go inside and take the interior out, and I'm probably just gonna run all this fast forward. I'm just going to do all this stuff, and I'll fast forward it and let you watch it. So I'm going to take out all the interior, get the wires stripped out from the headliner and the pillars right there, get all the wires down in the center so that way we can cut all this stuff and we won't cut no wires. So we're probably just going to roll the camera and get to work on this son of a gun. Alright, we got this round bar coming down to the fender. This one, we're starting back on the truck. Make sure we're open, so I can go to the fender on that one. Okay, so all the wires we got to run this. That top thing is the switch sensor right here, and this is the headlight, the drive side, and this thing right here screws onto the radiator spool right here. So we got that one all the way down, it's all right here, over there. And so now, here we go. Alright guys, man, we got her stripped down pretty good. We've got the front doors off, the back doors off. We took the doors apart and stripped all the wires out on the inside, pull them through the little hole. We just got them thrown in the floorboard there on the front and the back so that we have all the wires. We got the whole front clip off there, as you can see, the fenders, the whole, everything's off. She is bare naked there. We got a little pile of parts here, and we have a big pile of parts outside. But, man, we're getting closer and closer. Whole front's stripped down. Not much left to do up there. But, you know, we got a lot of stuff to do in here still. We've got to pull out the seats, pull out the carpet, take out this whole back interior here, and then start cutting there, and then there's some spots inside there and across the trunk. Same on the other side, and then this whole top will pick up and come off of there. So that's going to be it for today. I'm done working for today. I'm wore out. So we'll catch you guys back tomorrow, and we'll keep on keeping on. All right, we are back here the next day. Sorry if you can hear the rain. It is mega loud in here from the rain. I'll try to talk up so that you can hear me. But for you guys that are taking off this clip right here, go ahead and give you an idea on what we had going on here. I might forget a bolt or two, but for the most part, I think I took a couple bolts out here. There was one here. Actually, it was on the inside, you know, right there. And then there was one down here, somewhere down in here. Okay, so you had I think these two, one there, one down there, and then underneath there were right there and right there, and then come around. Of course, you wanted to take out the fender liners, so I went ahead and took those out. Might be able to do it without it, but it was easier just to take them out. We had your core support bolt there, and there was one there too. You can you can go underneath here, yeah, underneath there. Put a socket on there, hold it up top, and spin it off. So maybe you can see it better over here. Okay, so there was two here, one in there, and then I think there was one like right there. It was like a bracket or something right there. They held on one, and then you had the two under there. And then pretty much this whole front end just came off. We've got it outside. Took probably about an hour to break all that down. We did a little extra too. Also, when I took off the fender liners, I went ahead and put some of the wiring, disconnected a lot of stuff, and got it setting on the motor now. We got this whole front bar off. She's pretty stripped down and ready to go on the front almost. Other than we got to cut this frame down from what I've seen in a couple videos. For today, it's really rainy outside, so we can't move some stuff in and out. I don't want to do a lot of cutting in here, so we're just going to work on getting this interior out today. I want to try to use every bit of it, just like you see here in the truck. It's really cool. It's got an armrest. You can kind of a bench seat also. So we're going to see what happens. We're going to take the back out here. We're just going to strip everything out. Strip everything out. Maybe take out the whole dash. We're going to set it over to the side somewhere for the next couple weeks, and we'll just go from there. All right, we got those front seats out. They weren't too bad. If you've taken out seats before, you know there's like 4 bolts and then a plug under each one. So I hit the button, moved it back, got these two, hit the button, moved it forward, got those two. I flip it back, unplug those plugs, and then take it right out here. And we're working on the back seat now. So from what it seems like on this one, you just grab it from here and kind of pull, and it just pops up like that. So we'll take that one out, and then I vacuumed a little bit. We had a puddle of water back here in this back floorboard. I thought that it was because maybe the rain got in when we drove it with the window down that day, but I sucked it up and it keeps coming back, puddling up. Right there you can see where it was wet, and I've tracked it up and you can tell the floorboard's wet. So I think maybe our heater core is leaking or something like that. So we're pulling out the dash and stuff anyways. Now will be the time to change that. So we're probably going to change that out. We'll get this seat out the rest of the way, and we're going to pull all this carpet out and set it out to dry somewhere. Set it out to dry. We'll clean this carpet back, the front part of it, before we put it back in the truck. And we're going to keep on. We're going to pop out these little plastic panels here. I've already done it over there. But pop these out. We do got to take the bottom of the seat belt down there screwed into the floor. So we got to take that out before we can get the carpet out. Take that out. That's about it. These plastic pieces, and then we're going to pop down the headliner and just start getting all the electronic stuff just down into the middle here. Take it all down from everything so we don't cut nothing. And then maybe we'll start working on getting that dash out. So let's see what's up. Let's go. Boom, just like that, carpet's out. It wasn't too bad. It was just laying in there. I don't know if you guys could tell from the video, but I just kind of grabbed it there, and kind of folded it up, and it pulled it out from there. Did that on both sides. Sorry, I'm out of breath. Whew, I'm fat, and that got me worked up. Anyway, do the same thing on there. Grab it, and it kind of pulls down. Once you get that out, kind of fold it up and get it out of the way. That thing was pretty heavy because it was soaked with water. Again, I don't know if it's from the window was down and it got rained in and all just kind of made its way that way because we're kind of leaning back over here. It doesn't look really, after we got the carpet out, like the heater core has been leaking. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out when we get all that stuff out. So we've got the carpet out. It is laying over here in the back. it's draining some water out. Hopefully it'll go out the door. It's raining, or I'd set it out there. We can't set it outside to get any sunlight and dry it off. So we're just gonna let it chill there till we get a nice sunny day. All right. Looks like the next step is, I don't know. Maybe taking out these back seats. Back seats got to come out, and the dash has got to come out. So we're going to work on both of those things. We got a bunch of parts up here that we're going to kind of maybe save. We got some door seals. I don't know if we can reuse those. Some plastic pieces that kind of fill the edge where the carpet stops. I don't know if we can use those in there. We're gonna save all those little pieces and see what we can do. Well, okay, let's start tearing it apart. Okie dokie, we're moving right along. We've got most of this trunk tore out now. We're gonna fill the bed of the truck there with some junk and we'll haul that off. Took the bumper off the rest of the way. And now we're just we've taken everything out of the trunk, and I just want to get all the wires together so that we don't have no issues with anything weird. So everything that I've taken off, you can see the blue stickers there. I'm labeling everything. If it goes to a tail light, to the tag light, whatever, I'm labeling it. So we're gonna get everything out here, everything unplugged, stick it through the firewall, and we about got all the wires. I don't think there's anything back this way. I did snip that one going up to the trunk lid. That was like the latch, some other stuff we're not going to use. I'm going to snip that off. We're going to thin that out anyways. So we've got everything from this side, so that's going to come this way, and then we got to unhook the amps and stuff there, push the wires through the through this back seat. We took the back seat out. I'm not sure if you guys, I don't think I showed you that. So there were about maybe 4 or 5 bolts under here. I don't even remember what they were, like a 13 millimeter or something. They were across the bottom there. There was like maybe a 17 or 18 millimeter holding the seat belts down. You do got to take those out too. That bracket is connected to the seat. And then the top, I just grabbed it and pulled, and it popped off, came right out. So, and there was like a black plastic liner behind that, took that off. We've got a few wire. There's a ground wire somewhere in there, but again, you see I've got everything labeled up. There's an amp there. Everything's labeled up, and then this is the wire that's going in there. That one's going to that speaker, but we'll pull all that through, and we'll have everything here in the middle. I haven't done the headliner yet, but there's only a few wires in there, and we're going to be ready to cut this thing soon. So I'm actually about to go take lunch because I am super hungry, and then we'll get back to it. Let's go eat. All right, guys, we have been pecking away at this thing. I haven't recorded hardly anything. I've just been working, trying to get this crap done. But she is stripped down. We put it on the lift. So I put it on the lift and I raised it up a little bit because there was a couple plugs that I couldn't really get to. There was one that went through this hole here that went down to like stuff to do with the fuel. And then also inside the trunk up in there, there was 2 plugs. It had to do with the fuel also. One of the plugs went to the fuel pump itself. So I put it on the lift and finagled up in there and got it from the bottom and the top to get all those wires out. So we have the dash out, took the whole dash out. Boy, was that fun. Let's see, there's a little plastic, like just a little plastic piece across the front right there. It's about this big. I just popped it up, took it out, and then you can see there were screws in across the top, a few screws across the bottom. There was a couple here, 1 or 2 over there, 2 here. I had to take out the radio, and there was a couple screws back there, and took out the gauges, a couple screws back there. I did drop the steering wheel to make it come out. There was 2 bolts here and 2 bolts on that side, and a few plugs. I unplugged everything so it would lay down. Wasn't too bad. It took me about an hour just to get in there and figure everything out, get it out. It might not even have had to come all the way out. I just did it because I'm about to be grinding and cutting, and I want to save that dash. I don't want it to get messed up, so I've got it out of the way. Might take out the steering wheel. We might just cover it up with a blanket, and because all this stuff's going to stay anyways. All the wires are in the middle now. We've gotten them all from the headliner. We just snipped the ones running to the headliner because we're not going to need any of that stuff. We're going to thin all that out anyways. So all those wires are out, and I've got them piled up in the middle here. Let's see what else we've got going on. To get that dash out, I did have to come around to the front here and take out the 2 main plugs. They are like right here and right there. Did have to take those out because this thing has the whole wiring harness. All the wires are still in there, you know. It's all still wired up. So we did those 2 big wiring harnesses, and there's actually a couple on this side too, over on the passenger side. You'll have to unplug. Let's see, there's a big one here. There's something there. You got a couple, there's one ground here that's into the pillar, and then there was a couple grounds over there on that pillar too. That was pretty much it. We did have to disconnect a few. I might not have had to disconnect the transmission shifting line, but I did just to help everything drop down. I'm pretty sure that we are to the point where we are ready to cut this thing. So I'm going to give my buddy a call. He wanted to come hang out with me while I did this and check out this process. So we'll give him a call up, tell him we're going to start on it tomorrow. And from the videos I've saw, it looks like we're going to follow this seam right here all the way up with the grinder or cut tool or whatever you choose to use, all the way up here, kind of across these bolt holes right here, and at an angle. We're going to come around and kind of go below these right here, somewhere in this area, so that way all this is going to come off. And then as low as we can get right there, we're going to cut that. That'll take care of all that. And then it looks like, I think we had to cut and follow this seam right here all the way around into the trunk. It follows that fender. You can see where that glue stuff is. We just want to cut and follow along there. And then there's somewhere along in here we're going to cut across and go, and I'll have to watch some other videos and do some research on that to figure out exactly where to cut, but something like that. I've already taken out the body mount screws here and here, and I think that was all we had to take out. Up here on this part, from the videos I saw, it looks like, so on this seam right here, we want to do it on the other side. We're going to grind it right here all the way across, all the way down, and we'll pull that whole piece off right there. So when we set our cab down, we have to weld a little piece of metal that will cap over here. But that's, from what I can see, that's where we got to cut. You know, somewhere across here, take all this out again, and then the inside of that all the way down, cut that, follow that on both sides. And I think this whole top is going to come off, and then we'll toss it out, and then we'll start cutting on the floor in the places that we need to cut there. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, guys. I am tired. I've been working away all day long on this thing. Got a pile of stuff here. We've got all the seats and dash and pieces we might want to keep in there. She is stripped down bare. So I'm going in for the night, going to take a shower, eat some dinner, and we'll catch you back tomorrow. All right, guys, that's going to wrap it up for this video. Thanks for watching the video. Please join me back on the next one where we're going to start cutting this thing into pieces. So hit that subscribe button, hit the like button. Thanks for watching. We'll see you on the next one.